Hello everybody, I am NicoD and this is the Khadas mind with its dog. So this is the dog and let me take off the mind. So it is connected to the dog with this special connector. So you can also use a GPU for it. So they sell a GPU that you can put this onto. So I really like the dog a lot. I really like the Khadas mind a lot. So this is pretty powerful compared to everything else that I ever reviewed. So compared to an N100 for example from the up 7000s, this is a lot more powerful. But you can't compare it of course because the price is a lot higher. So here you can put in an extra NVMe. So it has an NVMe of 500 gigabytes. And you can add one here, so there is expansion. So here we have got the grills for the fan. So there is a big good fan inside that keeps it cool at all times, at least if you don't block the outputs. Grill. So this is the standard version with the Intel Core i5 1340p. So this has got 12 cores, 4 performance cores and 8 efficiency cores. And it has got 16 threads, so the 4 performance cores all have 2 threads. So 8 threads for the performance and 8 threads for the efficiency cores makes 16. So the max turbo is 4.6 gigahertz. The efficiency core max turbo is 3.4 gigahertz, but you have to be lucky to get that. That's only when you are using a few cores and not all the cores. When you are using all the cores, it goes to 2.4 gigahertz on the big cores and 1.9 gigahertz on the small cores. The i7 1360p is about the same SoC, but it turbos at a higher clock speed. So this one is a little bit more powerful. They also have got the Khadas Mind 2 that is coming out in end October. That will have the Ultra 5 125H for the Ultra 5 version. The Ultra 7 version will have the Ultra 7 155H. These are a lot more powerful, so this will be the next big thing for them. So I wouldn't buy a Khadas Mind 1 right now, I would buy the Khadas Mind 2. It isn't that more expensive and it is a lot more powerful. This one has 16 gigabytes of LPDDR5 at 5200 megabytes a second and 512 gigabytes of PCIe 4 SSD. So you can upgrade it with another one. The 500 gigabyte for me, it's really very quickly full, but I don't have an SSD that I can put into that fits into it. So the premium has the Intel Core i7 1360p with 32 gigabytes of LPDDR5 RAM and 1 terabyte of NVMe instead of 512. So this is really a premium device. It isn't anything as all the other things that I ever reviewed, so it is a lot more powerful of course than the ARM SBCs. Like for instance the RK3588, this can't compete, or this outcompetes the RK3588, or the Intel N100 is no match for this of course. This can do pretty good gaming. So in this video I'm gonna show you the games that I play. I play old games, mainly old games. I did try a few newer games, but the newer games don't work that well. For old games it is great. So for me it is great. I've been using it for more than a week now. So I've been using it as my main desktop over during the day and for playing games. So I like it a lot. For me it is a perfect device. The heat characteristics are good, it doesn't make too much noise, but you do hear it. My PC makes more noise for gaming, so I can't complain about that. It is a small form factor and they do need to get the heat out of it. So it also has got an SD reader over here. This is really handy. I run Ambien on this. one USB port in the front and audio jack. On the back we have 2 times USB-C, one for power, one for a hub or so. There is 1 time HDMI out, 2 times USB. Then on the dock we have I think it's 2.5 gigabits. Well, that's stupid. They don't mention anything about the Ethernet port on the website, or I'm looking over it. So at least it is 2.5 gigabits. It can be 10 gigabits maybe, but at least it is 2.5 because I get the speeds of 2.5 gigabit Ethernet. So again, 2 times HDMI out, another 2 USB ports and another USB Type-C port. And then we also have speakers in here. So there are laptop speakers in there. They are pretty good, but they don't go very loud. So that is it. It has got a PSU, a very small PSU. So up to 3.25 amps at 20 volts. So this is a really powerful PSU, but it is really small. I don't know how they make it so small for something that's so powerful, but that's good. Let me plug it in. And let's boot into it, and I'll show you the games that I've been playing on it. So here we go! So here we are in Windows 11, and let me show you the C drive. So I've got 44 gigabytes left, so not much, not enough for more games. So these are the games that I've installed. So I'm not gonna show them all, so let me tell you what. So Anno 1800, Combat Flight Simulator 3, City Skylines, the first, Command and Conquer Generals, Dune Spice Wars, Empire Total War, Flight Simulator 2004, Grand Theft Auto 5, Edgecraft, Kerbal Space Program, MechWarrior 4, Microsoft Flight Simulator, the latest, Pro Cycling Manager 2023, Rally Sport from Microsoft, Rise of Nations, Rome Total War Collection ROMs, so these are the PlayStation 2 ROMs, and then Settlers 7. These are the games that I play on this device. So let's start with City Skylines. So this is playable, but I cannot say that it plays very good. So it is about 20 frames a second. For a game like this, that's okay. When I'm playing, I don't notice it that much. But of course we all want a bit better performance.
bold new expedition.
Then Anno 1800, this is a more recent game. It plays good enough to play and to enjoy, but it isn't great. On my PC it runs a little bit better than this. So it is playable, but not perfect.
On our way.
If I find there is anything wrong...
Then we have got Combat Flight Simulator 3. This is an old game, but it is still one of the better combat flight simulators there are. The cool thing with this is you can play at 4K display resolution with all the settings maxed out. For me it is always fun to be able to play these games that we used to have low settings, now have highest settings. Probably the latest game that I tried is Flight Simulator, the latest. So this doesn't run very well. So when you start it up you get the message: your computer does not meet the minimum requirements. As a result you may experience errors during the game. And that's not a lie. So this is how the gameplay looks like. So for the Flight Simulator fanatics, Flight Simulator 2004 works. It is an old one, 20 years old, but it is still very good in my opinion. The game that I was most impressed about was GTA 5. This runs pretty well, even perfect at 1080p, everything at normal. But even the Intel N100s can play this at 720p, but at 30 frames this does better at 1080p. So GTA 5 is a well optimized game that runs on all the gear too. One of my all-time favorite games is Pro Cycling Manager. This runs pretty well, but the settings are at low at 1080p. I could turn the settings up a little bit more and still have a decent gameplay, but I don't mind that I don't see any buildings alongside of the roads. All I need to see is my cyclers and the competitors to beat. So to close it off, I'm gonna play Command and Conquer Generals. So it is also an older game, but a very good game. Older games just have something that newer games don't have. For me that is, I don't like new games. I've tried a lot of new games and none that I can play. So I'm playing this for the next LAN party. If there is a LAN party, I will be able to kick everybody's ass even more. So I really like the Khadas mines, but it costs a lot of money. I wouldn't pay that much money for it. This is made for one use case only, for people who bring their computer to their job, use it at their job, and bring it back home with their car, because when you go by train, then you want a laptop, of course. If you go by car, then you want something like this. You can just plug it into your dock at home and have your display and everything connected with your keyboard and so, and have the same dock at your job and plug it into your dock and you are started. For that it is really great. So I can advise it to people who have this use case. I do not have this use case. And when I'm traveling, I want very power efficient devices. So this isn't very power efficient. So the Khadas Mind is pretty nice even for gaming. But of course you can have the GPU for it, and with that it will be a lot better experience. So that's gonna be it for today. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. See you all later, bye!
All finished. Got my missile launcher right here. What's the mission, sir? Got my missile launcher right here.
Upgrade complete.
What's the mission, sir? What's the story? Clocked in. On the job. What's the mission, sir? That one's done. Have a job for me?
Hey, check out our new tow missile.
Going up. Special Forces here. Heading out. Always ready. All finished. Clocked in. Bring on the scaffolding. All finished. Preserving freedom. Have a job for me?
Bucket up.
Going up. Doing what's right.
Upgrade complete.
Got room for 5. Humvee here.
They're attacking our base! That one's done. New construction. Let's build. New construction. Always ready. Good area. What's the mission, sir?
Got my missile
Preserving
launcher
freedom.
right here.
What's the mission, sir?
Keep it clean.
Any more projects?
Bombardment. Hold the line.
Upgrade complete.
Ready for action.
I want to blow something up.
Upgrade complete.
Preserving freedom. What's the story? Paladin tank in the field.
Bucket up. Got room for 5. Composite armor installed, sir.
Congratulations, General. You have been promoted.
Preserving freedom. What's the
Bucket
mission,
up.
sir?
Got my missile launcher right here.
What's the mission, sir?
Got my missile launcher right here.
Always ready.
Let me launch one, huh? I'll fire at anything.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Congratulations, General. You have been promoted.
Yeah? This will leave a mark.
Polished and ready. Is there a threat? Paladin tank in the field. Humvee here. Protecting our people.
I'll fire at anything. Firing.
We're out of supplies over here.
Yeah!
Unit lost.
Don't want any trouble here.
Want to see a fireball? Letting her go. Want to see a fireball? This'll be a hit.
Congratulations, General. You have been promoted. Unit lost.
Terminator has arrived. Cleaning house. Anybody home? Cleaning house.
Firing.
You are victorious.